enter the scratch zone.
Broadcasting deep in the heart of the Southwest. It's a great time to be alive. Later on, we have some scratch news later on in the hour, but first, we're going to get into the hot topics. I'm locked and loaded. I'm ready to go. How about you, JRealz?
Oh yeah, man! I'm excited about tonight. What's going on, people out there listening to us? Shout out! Thank you very much. So let's get this thing going.
All right, Manny, we have G-Man, we have Manny Fresh, we have YaniChingas, Squintz, the Cuates, and VIP Adrian in the house. And we have the G-Man. He's here from the Kumate, but he'll be in a few minutes, so we'll get going on him. We have a lot to cover, man, and you can't make this shit up, man. So we have Florida. It's sweltering. We have the race for power there in Florida. We have looters. They're armed with sledgehammers. We have dead people in nursing homes. Man, you can't get deeper than this. So let's get this boat and this show on the road. Manny Fresh, take off.
Well, man, let's check this out. First thing on the list, like my man YaniChingas would say, is what, YaniChingas?
First order of motion is I need a beer.
Let's crack them beers, baby. Let's get it going. All right, guys. So here we go. We got... Ooh, that's my gym. All right. So we got San Diego starts washing down sidewalks, streets to fight hepatitis A outbreak. So what do you guys think about this, man? Is this gonna help out the city and help out the people by washing down the sidewalks, or is it just I feel like there's more that needs to be done than just washing down the sidewalks?
It's a waste of taxpayer money, is what it is.
I think so too.
So to wash, you gotta wash the money, that comes in. You gotta wash it somehow.
Yeah,
so
launder it.
Launder it, yeah.
I just...
Crazy, though. I mean, what do you mean? We're talking about freaking hepatitis.
Yeah, this is...
That's why we have healthcare.
That's one everywhere. That's one in prison showers. That's one in gym showers. That's one everywhere.
First of all, let's talk about hepatitis A is, transmitted.
A, B, C, and D.
The whole goddamn alphabet all the way to Z. Let's talk about how it's spread. I guess it's basically it's just spread by having open blood to blood contact. I guess if you have a cut, you got it, you touch someone else with the cut, and you guys get in touch each other's cuts or something.
Maybe they just need to wash those dirty ass streets. Goddamn. Fuck.
Everybody's walking around bleeding everywhere, spreading hepatitis on San Diego.
Trip and fall, you got hepatitis on your hands and shit. Like, come on now. Like, that's
the only true hepatitis in San Diego was the Chargers. Ow!
Oh! That's low blow.
I'm just playing.
Wow, that was hateful.
Yeah, but that's kind of crazy that hepatitis is going on in San Diego. I like San Diego.
I know, it's all beautiful about Bull Park. You got Shamu. Is Shamu have hepatitis?
Yeah, he
I ain't
does.
going over there.
He's got more than a hepatitis.
That's why they're getting rid of him, bro. Did you guys hear?
He's got herpes and shit.
Because his fin started curling down now.
It says after 15 people die in a hepatitis outbreak. Man, that's crazy.
Now, is it a heavy drug populated
area
city? Or
I don't honestly. I've never been out to San Diego but once.
All of California is.
I know that San Diego has a high homeless population down there, so that shit could affect it as well.
Well, there you go, sharing needles.
Man, I heard there were also in California that they were paying homeowners to take in homeless.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, it's true.
I think that's pretty cool. I want to help them out, at least.
All right, the next 3 homeless guys on the freeway, I'm gonna take them to your house.
In my neighborhood, you just want to give somebody a chance. You never know. He was happy at one point in his life. You know, he wasn't born homeless or became homeless. You know,
That's true.
just saying.
True.
You know,
It is true.
I mean,
Well-
that's true, man.
That's crazy. But let's go on to our next topic.
But yeah, to be able to watch, you have to watch the streets. You know, how
Yeah.
bad is it? That's pretty damn bad. To get to the point where you have to watch the streets.
what's that machine called that cleans the streets?
Power
now?
washer.
Power
Street
washer.
sweeper.
Street sweeper. You know, like
And that is
Yeah.
crazy, though.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
nowadays, there's some mothers who like, oh, you know, like I don't want to like my baby to get their shots and this and that. Like really? Like, why would you want baby to like get their shots? You know, get their Hep A shot, their Hep C shot, and then all that. You know, like plus that sort of like it starts too. And
Well-
that just happened like about say not even 10 years ago.
Squintz would know. He's got every motherfucking disease on the book.
No, because Squintz
It's
has
Squinty.
every single one of his shots.
Squints has the bumps.
Well, anyway, let's go on to our next topic real quick here. Let's see. We got the USC Berkeley officer taking earnings from the hot dog vendor who didn't even have a permit. Poor guy, you know. I
Poor
feel
guy,
like,
man. I feel bad for the dude.
yeah.
You know, I feel bad for the dude because that's bad. But Berkeley's like a yuppity place, so. But still, that doesn't give them right. I don't know. It probably does. I don't know.
but like
That's a bad situation.
Yeah, but like it's still because that cop like he could have been out there, you know, chasing drug dealers, chasing the rapists. Well, he decided to chase the guy who was trying to make a living, or like trying to feed college students for like $2 for a cup of corn.
Hey,
You know why? Because he
fucking
look
cup of
Mexican. That's
corn?
why. That's how you went after him.
Exactly, like he racial profile.
Well,
like I bet you say that like it was like a white guy behind that little freaking tricycle, he would have just passed by like on a little bike.
Yo,
I hear you guys, and the video and everything.
I seen the video. That's what I'm.
The
I'm
video's
saying.
gone viral.
I'm
I know
commenting.
everyone sees the video, but my personal opinion is, it doesn't matter. Like, if I wanted to go and start a hot dog business, you know, I would have to go through the city
Mas
and get
puto.
permits and do all kinds of stuff just to be able to sell hot dogs on the street. Just because
I know you
he's
love those hot
illegal,
dogs.
he's illegal or whatever, and the guys are taking his money or whatever. Like, it doesn't make it right. If in that case, if they let this guy go and they allowed this for everybody and anybody that can go in there and start cooking hot dogs and start feeding it to every person that walks by, you know, if they made that okay, people will start getting sick, you know. So I understand it looks like a dick move. It obviously really looks like a dick move, but in the end, what if this guy sells a hot dog that makes somebody sick and they die or
All right,
something?
all right.
What if
Well, let me ask you this question.
What if you buy a hot dog and everybody in your family gets sick? Are you gonna still look pity on this guy? No. In the USA, and especially
There's rules.
there's
Regulations.
rules. You just can't go out and start selling hot dogs on the street just because you feel like, you know, you're a world.
But there's no reports somebody getting sick. That's what I'm
But hold on,
saying.
hold on, hold on.
Here's one thing, here's one
Let
thing.
me ask this question. All right. So, Chica, say that you were poor, right? All right. So, would you steal bread to feed your family?
What the fuck?
That has nothing to do.
No, it does.
Well,
It does.
he's making a living off that shit.
Okay,
Like,
Okay, so like,
real quick,
would you
if
steal
if I have
bread
to pick
feed
up
your
cash
family?
to feed my family, I'll fucking pick
Let
up
me
cash.
throw- let me throw two cents in real quick.
So,
Let JRealz
would
talk.
you steal?
I believe in our law enforcement, good and bad. How do we not know that he was warned previously in the past, nicely? And yes, he is trying to hustle. He's trying to feed his family. You can't knock the hustle, man. We hustle every day, all day, right? But let's just say he was warned a couple times. Hey, you can't come to this certain area because of certain people or XXX, whatever, right? Like anything, when you hustle, when you trying to make a living for yourself, you're gonna go where the clientele is. So let's just say the clientele does want him to come around, but the security or the cops in the area say, hey, you know what, dude, you can't be around here. Go somewhere else.
So I got two things to say. First of all, I think this police officer just got on this guy because he wasn't selling donuts. Number two. Now, does this go out to the eloteros as well?
That's what
It
I'm
depends
saying.
on what area you're living.
You think every elotero has a fucking license out there? No, they're just trying to make a living.
No,
you know what I'm
hey,
saying?
What does Sheriff Joe do,
No,
though?
let me talk.
What does Sheriff Joe do?
I have a friend. Well, actually, it's my parents' friend, and they are elotero, like you guys say. They are eloteros. They have the bicycles. They go out. They sell elotes with the whole corn. They have a freaking city permit to sell this. They went through the ropes to get the city permit, and they have the bikes and everything. They go out and they do everything correct,
Legally.
and they get inspected. And they get inspected monthly, yearly, whatever comes through. They get inspected to make sure that all their stuff is legit. You know, so I don't blame that. Those people went the extra step to sell elotes, you know. But check this out. This guy just goes out. Okay, you guys are mad about this one specific guy. What if a crackhead? What if you said he's poor? You said he's poor. He's not. He wants to steal bread.
Well,
for
first
family.
of all, he ain't gonna be able to afford hot dogs.
Crackheads are poor. What if you saw a fucking crackhead selling hot dogs on the side? Oh my God! You
That's
see what I'm
true,
saying?
man. I
You
see.
can't.
Hey,
Alright,
let's
so
let's
what
go
you
ahead
got?
and watch the video. I have the video. I'm gonna
Rules
put
and
the video.
regulations.
Put the video
Let's
on.
put the video. Let's see what's happening, man.
No.
So here's the officer doing his job, busting somebody that's illegally selling without permits, without any kind of permits, and he's the bad guy.
Now I would say this: stealing his money. That is kind of like borderline, like
Who
not
said he stole his
necessary.
money?
Well, it's
You know what's fucked up though is
Who said
these
they
two
stole
cops.
his money?
No, what's fucked
He
up
took all
is
his money.
They
But-
compensate.
Or they-
Compensate his money.
they
For an
confiscated his
illegal
money.
business, for an illegal
But
business.
check
that they're
this out,
running.
man.
I know, but he could have
So
easily
I
told him to
could,
move somewhere else.
so I could start selling weed and coke and drugs and get busted, but I get to keep the money.
No, hold on. So did George Arpaio have the permit to freaking commit his felonies? No, he didn't, but he still got pardoned. So how come
Hey,
this
he
guy
got the
who's
golden
trying to make a
ticket.
fucking living, get his fucking money stolen?
Well,
You
I mean,
gotta see the bigger picture
part
here.
of
Yeah,
it.
but what's fucked up about this whole situation is these two cops, they bought hot dogs before they took the money. So they bought hot
How
dogs,
do
they
we
ate,
know
and then
that?
they arrested him. Or they took his money and
How
stuff.
do we
They
know
took it.
that? Is
I'm
that
just
in the
fucking
video?
around. I don't know, man. I'm just making a joke.
Well, it's that,
No, it's just rules and regulations.
Hey.
I'm sorry. Unfortunately, this guy got busted. Yeah, he's trying to get his hustle on. Yes, he's trying to feed his family. Yes, I'm sorry, but there are rules and regulations. What
Next
if this guy?
topic.
Let me
What
say
if
something
this
real
guy's
quick.
selling fucking hot dogs made out of rat?
Yeah.
What if,
Let-
you
let
don't
me-
know that.
What if this is something in our
What if he's selling hot dogs made out of rat?
Man,
No,
that's not
this is
gonna
something that's in
happen.
our-
We all know that's not gonna happen.
our Latin community
Exactly.
culture, right?
Okay.
It's the reason why
You know,
there's rules and regulations.
That he
in
would
the
not.
place.
He would went out of business real quick, bro. if
But
he was
let
selling
me just
rat.
say this, just throwing it out there. This is something that happens in our Latino communities, right? We like this stuff, right? But what if our country doesn't accept that? They don't want that. They don't want stuff that we just want to get up one day and just go and sell this, that, or without getting permits or this and that. No, because Uncle Sam wants his cut at the end of the day. We can all hustle different ways, but we got to do it right. But this could be something that the government now is sick and tired of us. Maybe they feel like we're doing what we want to do without respecting the law. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
just,
that is
you
kind
know,
of a fucked up situation.
I don't know,
there,
man.
I don't know. We got to move on, man.
What I'm
Yeah.
real quick, just real
Next
quick.
up.
Okay,
What I'm
what-
wondering is, did these cops buy the 12-inch like the one that the Quattro had last week?
And if you haven't seen that, you got to go watch last week's episode, man. That was
Quattro
funny as
Deep
fuck.
Throat 12-inch. So, anyway, guys, we're going with the next topic here. YaniChingas, you want to go on with the next one, man?
we
Read
got?
it
What
off
we
the
got?
next
Come on,
one.
Johnny. Right under your name. Under your name.
All right, hold on. Let me find my name here first. Okay, YaniChingas. Shocking new app rents warmed up secondhand sex dolls. Of course, it's a YaniChingas topic. So you get an app, you download it, and basically it's secondhand sex dolls. So if you haven't got one, you know, I got like 3 from secondhand because I'm broke. You know, they come warm already. They come warm already. All I do is hose them off and you know, just go at it.
So what's up with that, though? I mean,
What
fuck.
is that? What is that? The Sun Dot. What's the app?
ain't that crazy, man? That you can just
There's apps
just
for everything now.
There's apps
Oh my
for
God.
everything,
for yourself
everything,
nowadays.
Like I want to order me a secondhand
dolls.
doll and you know.
Yeah, it's a.
I want to
like,
order
it's
one
a
just
app.
to wash the dishes. Fuck that.
I know, right? I know, right?
Yeah,
like,
there it is.
for
It's,
real, though.
people are renting warmed-up second-hand sex dolls via a shocking new app.
What is the app?
it's
I
on-
want to know what the app is.
The app,
Squintz, let me see.
Squintz This is Squintz.com.
Oh, this Squintz
It's
has a Groupon
KUM.
for that.
It's on Groupon.
Yeah, it's on Groupon. Just search the Squintz.
Gundam style.
Gundam style. That's all I'm saying. Like, that's crazy, man. These sex robots and these sex dolls are taking a craze, and people are liking it because all you sick bastards out there.
And
Man,
I guess
don't
it's
watch
called
that movies from Will
that app.
Smith.
The app we're talking about is called Shared Girlfriend.
Shared girlfriend.
I remember
then-
watched that
please
movie I,
sponsor us.
Robot with Will Smith. I didn't think that we were going to come to that, man. Where
Oh,
Wow,
that
Squints!
was-
Look at these girls, Squints.
Okay,
There's
so-
Santee.
Oh,
There's
those are the robots?
GIXI. Wonder Woman.
I want the
Holy
Wonder
fuck.
Woman one, but she's half off, right? Because she's used. Okay. There's like
That one looks like Squints.
There's like a small tear on
Uber
the.
deliver one? Does
Wow.
Uber deliver them?
Wow, look at this one.
Can I
Uber
get a-
Eats.
Uber
Wow,
Eats.
Uber Eats.
They deliver food.
I'll eat the shit
Wow.
out of that.
You can eat it.
And
My question is, why are they all
Put
Put some
Chinese?
glasses on that one. That's the Squints.
This is the
Because
topic.
China, bro, Manny Fresh, because China makes everything, man. They're like
Yeah.
advanced.
They're trying to kill us, man. China's trying to kill us, bro.
They're trying to take us
They're trying to
Americans
kill us.
out, man.
Yeah,
Put all that,
America's so
all that
stupid and
cancer in
vile
the
and
plastic,
shit.
and we're over here secondhand.
Yeah, we're
Make
buying
a bunch
it.
of Johnny's out of this country.
We're like sharing all these used robot vagina that's slowly killing us.
Well, yeah, because America was a dumb nut to buy the fidget spinners, of course. They're gonna buy these used sex dolls.
Yeah, but anyway, guys, let's go on to our next topic here.
Can I kind of chime in on the
Yeah,
whole
chime
robot?
in.
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Chime in.
This is the topic that I totally forgot to talk about last week, and it was like very interesting. Have you guys heard about the Terminator theory? And we didn't really
that
chime in about
AI?
IE. Or
AI.
I said IE.
I.e.
Sorry.
Shout out to him on that
AI,
part.
artificial intelligence,
intelligence.
and what they're saying, like the Terminator. You know how robots were built, and the Terminator, turns on the people, starts killing everybody, and then all the robots are killing everybody.
Skynet.
So these robot sex dolls are pretty much gonna turn on us pretty soon, and we're gonna have a bunch of like robot sex dolls controlling the country. Pretty much
I'll
like
be
like
back.
episode
the-
four.
Give you a blowjob and kill you.
The
Trump is
smartest
robot
man in
sex
the
doll.
world. What's his
One
name?
at a time, guys.
Next topic,
The
please.
smartest man in the world. What's his name?
Stephen Hawking.
Stephen Hawking
Squintz.
recommended that we do not create artificial intelligence because artificial intelligence will outperform the human brain and pretty much
will
can
make
turn
the
against
human
us.
obsolete.
So I read an article a little while ago, and it was about a company that created two computers that were artificial intelligent. They could think for themselves. And in the end results was the computers created their own language so that the humans wouldn't understand and decode it. So they shut the program down because they thought it was just insane.
Eye in the sky.
Yeah, so they shut the program down and they started decoding what these robots were saying, and pretty much they were turning against humans. So, and then the main guy from the Tesla company, he warns everybody to not make artificial intelligence because they could surpass human beings, capacity as far as intelligence.
That'll be
They're
our
machines.
downfall.
It'll be our downfall, and they warn, like, they want sanctions and stuff to put companies to not let them create these artificial, intelligence.
Like a
because they could
nuclear
turn
bomb,
on us.
pretty much.
It'll wipe us all out, and because they could learn faster, because they're digitally enhanced, they could learn faster than any human being ever, and we won't realize what's going on. It'll be a slow process, but things will start going awry, things will start going bad, because these robots will start controlling the world, basically.
That's a
And-
fucking trip.
What if this is like the next step in evolution, though? You know what I mean? Like humans reach their peak. And
I highly
turn
doubt
into
it. That's
AI.
why because humans can only go so far,
Yeah.
Now you're talking about bionic, like being able to have arms and legs that are robotic and stuff. That's a different level. But we're talking
that's a
about
cyborg.
we're talking about artificial intelligence. We're talking about a computer that's able to think for itself.
To learn.
So whenever it is able
So-
to think for itself, it could turn on us.
God created humans. Humans created computer.
Yep.
God cannot destroy computers.
Yes, only we
So
can.
figure that
because
out.
because the computers were our creation.
Exactly.
God killed us
God
many
cannot
times
destroy
too.
computers.
So I'm just saying, like, it's a crazy topic, and it's something to really think about. And it also all about boils down to what we've been talking about on the Scratch a lot. A lot of it is like self-driving cars, self-driving, trucks, intelligent, satellites, this and that. If we control that as human beings, we're able to control that. Now, if we create something that doesn't listen to us and does whatever it wants to do in a higher level of intelligence, it could easily wipe us out without us ever knowing.
Well, think about what's starting right now. I mean, you got that Google thing that's in your house. It's listening to every word you say.
Yes.
And look at the
Alexa's
new.
constantly
She's not
listening
welcome
to
at my
us.
house.
And then look at the new iPhone, which the Squintz is going to bring up. He did
Alexa,
total
can
research on that.
We please move to the
I
next
mean,
topic.
it's like, well, we're talking about the next subject. The next topic is.
All right, well, we're gonna go
He
with
threw
our
me
next
fucking
topic here. It's McDonald's employee gives birth and tries to flush infant down the toilet. Can you believe that shit? How is a mother
Did
gonna
it
do
go
that
down?
to her own child? How
Man,
do you do
how-
that?
how the
do you
fuck
Maybe
do
the
you do
supervisor
that?
didn't
She
want to
just
hire the
flushed out
child.
100K in debt.
But
She
the
just
thing
tried
about
to
it
one
is,
up Brenda.
but the thing about these kids are surviving. Now, when you grow up, you want to know what happened to you. You know, you're adopted. What do you say? Fuck, my mom flushed me down the toilet?
Is it a newborn or infant?
Hey, this is kind of fucked up, but you can say you learned how to swim at an early age.
Shit.
That's fucked up, but
That is
fucked
messed
up.
That's the
No,
hard.
no, but real talk. This new generation of youngins, man, they don't value life anymore, man. They think it's a joke.
They don't value
They think it's
anything.
a joke. They don't value anything. And
Hey, man.
Everybody just
if
is
you-
And
crazy.
in a way, they said they could just turn an off switch and start all over again. It's
long
like
as they
nothing
got
ever
I mean,
happened.
I don't know about this, but if there's any women listeners out there, and chime in, how do you know these women are saying they're not pregnant. They don't think they're pregnant. How the hell you not know you're pregnant?
Because they got no money to go to the doctor and tell them they're pregnant. They don't believe 99-cent freaking pregnancy test.
But
you know?
you're going to be
Nah,
throwing up
I
every
think it's
morning.
bullshit.
I mean, there's morning
Nah.
sickness. There's all that shit.
It's
Yeah.
the responsibility
All
of
the
these youngins
symptoms, you know what I'm
nowadays,
saying?
man.
I mean, how do they know they're not pregnant? I mean, I just don't
You,
understand.
They don't
having a
respect.
baby.
you don't know when you're pregnant. When you start fucking gaining weight for no reason, you're pregnant.
No, that's called.
I know
being
people.
fat.
When a guy
And-
comes inside you,
That's
you're
called-
pregnant.
That's called taking extra trips to McDonald's, bro.
I know people and family members of mine who kept their secret till 6-7 months, and they never went to the doctor for checkup. And I mean, that's selfish of the kid, the
That's
Not
life
the
you
kid,
have in
not
your
selfish
life.
of the
You
kid.
know,
That's
It's
selfish
only
of
a
them.
woman
It's a
who's
freak
a
out,
kid,
though,
you
you
know
know?
what I mean?
That's selfishness in
But
themselves.
that's just, to me, that tells me that this new generation is they don't value nothing. They don't care, man. They're worried about what's on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat.
Speak for yourself.
Well, some people are just scared though.
Hey,
you know?
the next
They're scared.
used sex doll. That's what they're worried about.
Oh, shit.
All right, guys.
You gotta
Come
nap.
on, man. Let's move on, man.
As sad as this topic is, we're going to move on to our next topic, which is... Now, this is a very interesting one I found online. It's called the... Ohio introduces a new method for death penalty. Now, what this death penalty is, we all know about the lethal injection, the fire, and
Firing
the
squad.
gas chamber. Well, this one is... Basically, what they do is they kill you instantly. They sit you in this chair, and this big arm from this machine comes down, grabs your neck, your head, and twists it off as it's pulling out.
Oh,
Which is-
That's inhumane.
Yeah,
Is it just
so
ripping?
But
Wait a
get
minute.
this, you guys gotta watch
Is-
the video.
is
Let's
it like-
put the video on?
That's
Let's put the
Is it like
video on.
ripping your head off?
Yeah, let's put the video on before we start.
Yeah.
talking. So all you guys can really
So
see.
Jay Saints behind the scenes, can you put that video for us?
Yeah, really pay attention.
I
to
think
what
I'm
they're
fucking
saying.
shocked.
But really pay attention to what they're saying. It's new nowadays technology.
How can we not value human life regardless of what crime?
Well, I'll tell you why right now in a second. I'll tell you why after we watch this video.
Shocked. But this one says false, though.
Instantaneous, though.
Well,
Yeah, but
as
still,
I
that's-
found it. I found
It's
it.
gruesome.
as Jay Saints is looking for the video, I'll tell you guys why they did this.
Peace. Just give me the shot.
got it, he got
Let
it.
me just die.
Okay, well let's watch this video, guys. Let's sit back and watch.
Death row inmates using powerful robotic arms. The new device is designed to be as humane as possible, emitting soothing white noise and putting prisoners on a cushioned seat before its metallic talons dig into their necks and painlessly wrench their heads off. Ohio Department of Corrections Director Gary Moore praised the machine, saying,
That's some
quote,
fucked
"Our
up
new
shit."
system is a hallmark of compassion. Now these deaths will be pain-free because the machine's claws are coated with topical anesthetic. Quickly pulling off a prisoner's head is considered less cruel than lethal injection, which requires 3 separate
So
chemicals
what happens?
first.
Like if you go in there like a face down and then pelvic up, would it still like twist your?
Let it talk.
And you still gotta crush the head? What the hell?
I don't believe this shit, man. Is this true? Is this
Yes, it is.
shit true?
So what it is, what they're saying is, it's a less than lethal in cruelty. It's almost like
Well, because it plays like sonic waves that disrupt the brain, that make them feel relaxed and at ease while they're getting their head ripped off.
So how does your head be ripped off make you feel relaxed?
I don't know.
Well,
man.
because
That's
of
that shit, though. I don't know.
it's technology. It's the way it like it has a frequency of sound.
Of 3.5 megahertz.
Yeah. So say that like I jump in that chair like face down and then like torso up. So would that still twist my junk or?
Yeah, it'll rip your ass off.
So I've just been informed that this is from The Onion. You guys know what The Onion is?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's fake news.
Apparently this is from The Onion.
Yeah.
well, actually, it's not really the Onions because it's already been verified through our director of Arizona Department of Corrections by Charles R. What's the fuck's his name? Ryan Charles. He's actually looking into it, and he wants to support the idea of doing this. So this is actually legit through our Arizona Department of Corrections news, and
So, let me just say something. Just
We have a guy B1C1 said Onion News is fake.
how can we be so hypocritical when we're out there seeing terrorists beheading Christians on live networks and this and that, and we get all outraged and all we gotta get those guys, they can't be doing that to us and blah 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 blah, and then by the way, because our correction officer, we're just gonna we'll start beheading people because hey,
it's quicker,
hey, it's less expensive, less painful to. The message is hypocritical, man. Come on now.
I don't believe. I
don't know, man. That's kind of fucked up to see.
The reason why I'm telling you this is because we have Arizona Department of Corrections news, and that's where it came out of.
No, I understand that. I understand that, but I'm just saying though the big picture is when we go online and we see people, terrorists beheading people, we get upset. We feel a certain way. We're like, no one deserves to be beheaded and X and X and that.
Well,
now we want to do it in our own soil.
This is the difference, though.
I don't know, man.
I mean, this is the difference. These are criminals who are already on the death penalty. These are criminals that are death row. They're not doing it to innocent people who are out there.
I get that, but the message, the picture, the big picture.
Manny Fresh, I have a quick question on this. When they do the lethal injection, and I know all you guys have studied this, that and anybody that's out there that knows about the prison and stuff, when they do the injections, do people survive?
No.
Yes.
Like one or in a million?
Okay, this is the thing.
If a bad batch happens.
There was a recent case
Yep.
of a guy who actually
took him like 2 days to die.
It actually took him a little longer to die than what it was supposed to. So right now, the Arizona Department of Corrections is not able to buy the lethal injection because of it
doesn't work. It doesn't work.
So that's pharmaceutical companies, right?
From pharmaceutical companies, they're not able to buy it because
it's overpriced and it's ineffective.
Bring back the firing squad.
Didn't the previous administration do something to alleviate that?
G-Man brought up the thing about the firing squad. What is it? One person has the bullet? Is that
okay? So no. This is how the firing squad works. There's basically, let's say that there's 5 guys pointing their weapon down range. Now, the reason why they have 5 guys pointing their weapons downrange is because you're downrange, right? So they don't want you to know which bullet actually killed this guy. Exactly. So that's why there's 5 different guys. Because if let's say there's one guy, that one officer is gonna feel like shit for killing this guy. So what they do is line up 5 guys, and they all shoot. So you don't technically know who.
But
so
they don't shoot. All right, they don't shoot 5 times. You don't get shot 5 times. They have one gun with a bullet in it.
Exactly.
And the other 4 are blanks.
Man, so they should just bring back the guillotine, right? If they're gonna do that, ripping the head.
Sparking from the Green Mile.
But do you guys,
Manny Fresh?
Do you guys believe that this?
They should just bring back the guillotine.
Do you guys believe that this country should do things like that?
Hell no.
Hell yeah.
Why not?
I don't think so.
I don't know,
I think so.
I mean,
seeing that head get ripped off is kind of fucked up, man.
I guess because I'm a little bit more.
Wait. This brings a totally new topic. Are you talking about the death penalty in general, or are you talking about
just
the robot
ways of
ripping
killing somebody?
robot
I mean,
ripping someone's head off?
if you look at our history and what a lot of people are really proud of from day one, from this country was built. This country was built on Christian values. If you believe in God, if you believe in the Bible,
Yeah, obviously.
that
Amen.
is never in the question. Now, I get it. I get people do some crazy crimes, and then people do some things that I can't even imagine. I get it. But do we really want to compete with how we want to kill somebody? I mean,
No.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
But
it's
does
just-
that machine bring us back to like AI killing humans? Like that's basically a machine killing a human, right?
why can't we put criminals in the front line in war or something? You know what I mean?
Because
Like,
those assholes
kill each
will
other.
they'll kill each other and they'll kill us. They'll
Don't
turn against.
turn around and kill our military.
They'll turn around and
saying,
run.
though, I'm just.
They'll
you
run
know,
to the Taliban, and then now we got to fight them.
You're doing
Yeah,
shit to your
and,
life. Hey, if you survive this and you become a
They
civil
won't
citizen,
fight.
it will give you
It was
just 10
proven.
years.
It was
you know?
proven. It was. I'm not sure if it was in the 70s or in the 80s where they were sending criminals out. They said, "Okay, you did a crime or whatever.
Suicide Squad.
You can either do." Like time in prison, or you can join the military and fight for the country. So all these people ran out. These people, they said they'll join the military, and what the first thing they did was turn on us and start shooting.
And here's the
our
deal,
soldiers.
guys. Here's the deal. There's
So it doesn't work.
I know firsthand that there's inmates right now locked up who will work for ISIS.
Exactly.
They do it all the
hell yeah,
time.
they will.
Exactly.
Every time
Oh, yeah,
I
they
see
would.
it,
So you
they
can't
always
put them in
say,
the military.
"Let's go ISIS." And these guys
Wow.
are Mexicans. These guys are whites. These guys are blacks.
Well, that's why they're in
Because
prison.
they feel like they have no option.
Exactly. Well,
Exactly.
listen though. You just said let's put these criminals on the front lines. This is why we don't put these criminals on the front lines, because of the fact that they will turn around on our country and
Correct.
give
Yeah.
this other country
So,
information.
Let me rephrase that. Not that I want to judge a criminal because a criminal's a criminal, but our system right now is set up where you can have a bag of weed, you can have 2 DUIs,
Yes.
you can have this, and that. Your mind's not even a really legitimate criminal, like murderer mind. You know what I mean? Like
Or a
somebody that
prison
wants to
state.
do damage to somebody. We put people in jail because we want it's like a business. It's like another chip, you know what I mean? So
Exactly.
like you get caught with a gram of coke, or you get caught with this and that, or even tax evasion or whatever it might be.
Yep.
Your heart,
They'll throw you in
the
there.
person's not built to turn on somebody or to do some damage. The system makes you do that,
Okay.
but not the person.
Well, let's say this.
Well,
And
that's
you,
what they call
you guys have
alpha
seen
by tax evasion.
That's
you guys
what
have
they
seen
said.
this all the time. Okay, let's say weed, for example. Most people say, yeah, it just puts you to sleep, blah, 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 gets you hungry. I know people right now who are locked up in prison who've actually done a little bit of weed because it was their first
Committed
time,
crime.
second, whatever, and they committed 2-3 murders in one night.
Yeah.
Okay?
Damn.
So, exactly. And I'm telling you this from experience. I ain't
No,
fucking
I
know.
know.
Well, man, I mean,
So this is the thing.
I wouldn't blame the
I'm,
weed.
I'm not against weed. I'm not. Whatever you want to do is your business. But I'll tell you, if it came down to worst comes to worst,
The-
let's say this person, you just said it, gets caught with a little bit of weed, but that person can't handle that weed. He did a little tiny bit, but he went out and drove and he killed your family member. What would you think about it then? What would you say about them?
Well, the first and foremost is a hurtful situation, but the only way to get past the loss is forgiving the person. That's what God teaches us. That's what the Bible teaches us. So you forgive the person and you let God handle his past. Now,
So-
if that person can reinvent his life and give his life to Christ and do good, I'm all for that. Because you know why? Because God made my family member pass away in that moment for a reason. I don't judge God. You know, he has control of everything. Not the person, not me, not the person that did it, and this and that. So yes, I know at the moment there's a lot of anger, there's sadness, etc. But if you forgive the person and then you think about it, let me give that person a chance. Maybe he can do something for himself.
Well,
you
what
know?
about people that don't believe in God? You might.
Well,
Let's say
that's what I'm saying though. There's different categories of people that do go to prison for silly stuff. I'm not
Right.
saying everybody in general go to war. I'm just saying, what if we had a certain system? 'Cause
And
I think you kind of know.
Plus, hold on. So how many people have you heard of that have overdosed on marijuana?
a lot.
None.
No,
None.
Overdose on marijuana.
None.
A lot.
They go to sleep.
Okay.
They get the munchies like a motherfucker.
Overdose on marijuana.
Let me talk. Okay.
One thing I want to say real quick.
I see your whole perspective on the whole church side about this, and I give you kudos for that. But bottom line is, if we sat around, we didn't have no judicial system, and everybody got away with every murder, or every crime they committed because they went to church, and they reevaluated themselves and became a better citizen. Not happening. I'm sorry, it's not happening. People are crazy. People are nuts. Maybe that person should have gone to church before he committed all these crimes.
Just like anything in life, there's different categories of a person.
Yes, I truly understand.
But weed would never do that to you.
I truly understand. That's
a pretty deep situation, man.
That will do that to you. But fucking murder 3 people over marijuana?
Okay, so
I think that's... it will never happen.
That little the infant that was born in McDonald's and in the
Happy
toilet,
Meals.
let's just say she survived or he survived, and he grew up knowing that his mom did that.
He did survive.
There's a hate that you can't cure because of that. You know what I mean? So they're gonna do stuff in life like, you know what did I do to deserve my mom to freaking try to drive me down the toilet? You know what I mean? So there's a hate that we can't cure, and they're gonna do damage. They're gonna do.
That's mankind.
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna do.
That's mankind. I'm sorry. We just can't let them free and expect for them to find God.
And this is an awesome topic, man.
They're not going to.
This topic can go on. I mean, that is intense. I mean, there's some serious.
That is an intense topic. That is intense. Ever mentioned.
Let's step it forward, man, because that just got too deep.
Okay, it did. So let's...
Manny, tell us about the cybersecurity incident that happened, man.
So cybersecurity incident that happened is Equifax got hacked. Okay, now Equifax affects every single person that has a goddamn social security. Yep. That's whether you, me, him, there.
Your credit report, bro.
Okay, they got hacked, and a bunch of people's information got stolen. Information where you live, where you work, blah, 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 blah. Your credit information. And that's what happened. And from what I hear, Equifax had already been notified 2 months prior that their system was being hacked. Yeah. And they didn't do nothing about it. Now, this is something that affects each and every one of us because we all have those 3 different the credit tax reports, which is Equifax, TransUnion, and what's the other one?
The Credit Bureau one.
No, that's all the same one. It's Equifax, TransUnion, and the other one. But anyway, Equifax got hacked, and so a lot of people's information is floating out there.
Has bad credit with me right now.
So right now, basically, what you guys need to be doing is checking on your credit through, Equifax and all the 3 major credit bureaus, making sure that nothing is funky or a little bit weird about your credit report, because this is something that can affect you as a person, whether you're good or bad.
Well, me, bro,
exactly. And you need to call
your pre-declined credit cards. They're like, don't even apply for this credit card because you're already
that's not about applying cards. What you need to do is go and contact your credit bureau and put a freeze on your credit, so that way nobody can mess with it.
Exactly.
And that way nobody can run a report on you, because that affects your credit. And just put a freeze on it, and then when you know it's safe and you know your credit's okay and everything goes through, go ahead and unfreeze it.
Maybe only defense your credit better since they'll put something on your name.
No,
what was that?
In order to freeze your credit, you got to go through all 3 of the major credit unions. You got to call them up individually.
Yeah, but it's worth calling the 3 versus getting hacked,
Oh yeah, getting something on there that you're not supposed to have.
And they said that there's a 50-50 chance of somebody in America to
That's what it is.
been hacked.
No,
Dirty, you came up with the answer, man. It's Experian. That's the third one.
No, hell yeah, it is, bro. But my credit is so bad, bro. They sent me a pre-declined credit card and shit.
Hey, so that's why Dirty knows what's up, man, because his credit
I know, you already have bad credit with me.
I'm joking, Dirty. I'm joking.
Okay, Squintz, let us know about the Twilight Hour, man. We got Squintz in the house. He's gonna let us know what's going on. This is the Twilight Hour.
You unlock this.
The Twilight Hour. Let's see. Hold on. Let me find my name.
Talk about the Apple phone, fool.
Oh yeah. So the Apple they announced their newest iPhone 2 days ago, and then they announced the iPhone 8, the 8 Plus, and then the iPhone X. Yeah, the iPhone X. So I guess that iPhone X, they have facial recognition, and then it's not gonna have a home button and this and that. So like they're like trying to sell shit for $1,000. It's like who the fuck would buy a phone for $1,000? Like they're gonna have to go through a bank, you know, like get like 3.96 APR and shit.
Well, check this
like,
out. The last iPhone was $1,000, and everybody bought it.
Oh, it's $700.
No, I didn't.
No, when it first came out. When it first came
but
out,
this is $1,000 for a phone.
The plus was $1,000 when it first came out.
The phone I bought is the iPhone 7 and just.
But I was seeing the iPhone
gigabytes, $700,
and then
right at the back.
What did Apple say? Every year they're coming out with a new phone.
But you know what's crazy, Squints, about this is I heard that this iPhone X though it's gonna start at $1,000. Yeah, that's the lowest one. Is that correct?
Yeah, it is because they're gonna start at $999.99. Like really? Like how the fuck are you gonna start a phone at $1,000?
That's not.
Wow.
That's not $1,000. We're still in the 900 mark.
Well, fucking round up, bro.
After tax, you'll be paying over $1,000.
Hell yeah. Well, like me, it says like I had the iPhone 7 Plus and shit, and then like mine I paid like $600, but like that was obviously nowhere near $1,000.
Quick question:
how the fuck are you gonna come out with the iPhone that costs $1,000?
Quick question for you, Squints. I know you know a lot about iPhones and stuff.
Fitness.
I got an iPhone. Okay. Now, I've had several different types of iPhones, but now and pretty much to me, all the iPhones are the same.
Yeah.
It's just one gets bigger than the other one, better camera, blah, blah, blah.
Pretty much.
Now, what is this iPhone X? What does it have to offer to compete against all these other iPhones? To me, they all do the same shit.
It has a mode.
Better technology.
That's for like a stress. Like it's the same shit.
It can be used as a vibrator. You just push it on and it starts to vibrate.
Look, let me tell you, for example. Look,
okay, Squints, go for it, Squints.
It's. I ain't Squints.
I just know it has that facial recognition.
You know, like for example, if somebody fucking sees you typing in your password, they're not gonna be able to type it in.
Alright, so
facial recognition. You know.
Alright,
what I'm saying?
so tell me this. So like, say that like a girl buys an iPhone X, right, and then she puts a facial recognition. Alright, so like, is that iPhone gonna recognize her face when she has her makeup off?
Yeah.
Now, let's say, isn't the fingerprint just as good as the face recognition? Nobody else has the same fingerprint as you.
Is that hold on. Say that like you got in a fight and then someone beat you up and then now you have a black eye. Okay. You can't recall the cops because you have a black eye.
So what about all these pretty girls that go to the club? You know, they're looking all hot and spiffy, whatever. They wake up the next morning like Freddy Krueger. You know what I'm saying? How the fuck are they going to be able to open their phone?
Well, you know what that thing's all about, right? And the G-Man could back me up on this. It's because that facial recognition, it's going to be able to tell, like, your face, like, when you like a product, when you dislike a product. So anytime you see something that you like if you go into a mall, it's going to know you. It's going to have you logged somewhere and say, oh, this is
it's your eyebrows. It's
it has
everything about your face. You can have a black eye. You can be swollen as fuck, but it's little details that you don't.
Oh yeah, so like my theory, bro. Apple's working for the government. You know why, bro? Because last year they got your fingerprint. So this year they're recognizing your face.
G-Man,
so a good question is, would it recognize you while you're asleep?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's your face.
Well, if somebody flashes your phone at your face.
All right. So hold on. So say that you put your face with a beard and then you shave it. Would it still recognize you?
Yes.
Well,
it's not recognizing your facial like hair. It's recognizing cheekbones.
Your nose, your eyes, your eyebrows, your
face is defined.
What if I get a nose job?
Hey, G-Man, so you and
something that you have on the side of your lip.
Alright, so hold on. So say that. So then say that like I take a picture of my chest and then my nipples and my eyes. And then, would it still recognize me or what?
Damn, bro.
Hey, G-Man's gonna be able to hack into Chewbacca's phone, bro.
Oh yeah, get the same face.
Got him.
Got him.
My bad, bro.
My main concern is, like, how about if you're sleeping and your girl or your wife, whatever, wants to get into your phone? They're just gonna
don't be slacking on your Mac and slipping on your pimping.
Yep, exactly. So like, how be faithful?
Hey, I feel like the Quantas is trying to get inside of how he's gonna be able to do it, bro.
I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a password to that after that.
He's worried already.
Yeah. I got a solution for you. Go see Michael Jackson's doctor.
No, yeah. Well, like here's the cheaper solution. Be faithful.
Oh, it's gonna be the
Squintz,
fingerprint.
Squintz,
It's gonna be the
let's-
fingerprint
Let's
and the
ask
face
this
recognition.
to the Squintz though, since
Yeah.
he did the research on this. Is it going to be worth buying the X or just
Yes.
buy the lower version?
You know we are.
You know what? Well, right now I have the 7S Plus, so then it works just fine. It's the same shit. Big. Like the only difference is that it's gonna have facial recognition.
Yeah.
No home.
I don't know about you, but I want my phone to tell me
That's
I'm
not
pretty.
worth
You're not pretty, so.
Exactly. Because like I need filters for like my face every time I post them. Like fucking.
Squintz, is it gonna be worth it?
You're
Siri's
too
my best
ugly
friend.
to unlock your phone.
Well, Squintz, is
Hey,
it
well,
gonna be worth
I'm
buying it or
pretty
not?
sure that Apple's smarter than that. You know.
Oh,
pretty sure.
we got
my
a
God,
listener.
well.
We got a listener that brought up a good topic. What about twins like the Cuates?
Oh
Will
yeah.
Adrian
So
be able to-
one deep throats and one doesn't.
So one will be able to unlock the other one's phone.
No,
No.
because they still have
There's
different facial
differences. Yeah.
characteristics.
Yeah, because
So,
one deep throats and one doesn't.
When you're
Yeah.
twins, one's uglier than the
know that.
other.
One can take a 12-inch like a champ. The other one
And the other
won't
one
do it.
doesn't.
Hey, Squintz. So back to the question: Is
Yeah.
it worth buying or not?
No, it's not.
Yeah, it
it
is.
It's not worth
Yes,
buying.
it is.
Yeah,
I
it
bet
is.
y'all
Opinion.
catch you buying that motherfucker.
I won't.
They see
tell
me
you.
rolling.
Once it releases, fool, I don't want to see you standing in line right behind me, fool.
He's a follower.
Oh yeah, well I'm always behind you.
He's a sheep. You're a sheeple.
You know who's gonna love this?
So, let's move on. Let's move on.
check
Let's move.
this. So they have our
I wanna-
fingerprints. They have our fingerprints, and now they're gonna have our face to
I
match
just
this.
said that like 5 minutes.
I want to ask
That's-
JRealz a question here, man, because JRealz, tell us about the baseball team that's breaking records, man. Fill us in on that, man. Fill us in.
Oh,
It was.
Sport topic.
Ew.
So we had the Indians in the AL just pretty much make history. They went on a little winning streak, won 22 games, beat the AL record, and was actually 23 games. And they were on a march to break the whole MLB record, which is 26 games set by the Giants back in the 60s. But unfortunately, they came up short tonight. So kudos to the Indians for winning, and giving that city of Cleveland a little hope. But I mean, records are made to be broken. Not tonight. But
Not tonight.
Swing and a miss.
it was a good little story for a while. Hey, baseball's hard, man. It's
it is.
about 3.5 hours a day, 4 hours, a night. Playing.
But
the
they
game
get
of
paid
baseball.
bank though. They get paid
No, for
money.
sure. But when you go on a winning
Money.
streak, I mean, winning 4 games is hard.
Yeah.
Winning 20 games
Yeah.
and then so on and so on, man. That's
get
pretty
that.
impressive, man. So shout out to the Cleveland Indians, all the fans out there, support them, Cleveland.
Shout out to the
And don't worry, the
Shout
season's
out.
not over. But you guys came up short tonight, but it was a good, man. It was good to see you guys in the highlights in the Sports Center and Fox Sports and all that, and. It's just turn the page. Another day tomorrow. But speaking of tomorrow we
Back on
have
Triple
a
T fight.
fight, people. I'm a big boxing guy. I love boxing, and I'm so excited about this fight. We haven't had a fight like this magnitude in so long because both boxers equally match each other, man. Like it's
They're hungry.
it's number one, they respect each other. Number two is it's an equally match, man. It's one of those matches where you don't know where it's gonna go. It's gonna go here, go there, but man, for boxing right now, that's good, man. What we saw a couple of weeks ago, that garbage fight that I didn't even pay for, that was all set up.
Hey, man.
I'm glad.
We might get the scratch might get the fight, and so keep tuning into the scratch on Facebook and see. If
I'm
we can,
glad that my
push it out
sucker
there.
neighbor paid for that.
All right.
Come on, man.
But people on the scratch,
Can I
you guys
say
got
something?
Triple G rocking the J's, or you got Canelo
Can
rocking
I
the
say something?
Mexican.
How many in this room is Canelo team right now?
Woo! Canelo.
How many? I want to do a head count.
Canelo.
1, 2, 3. Triple G. 1, 2, 3.
And that's a little example of how it is right now. It's 50-50 split.
That's gonna be a good fight.
Canelo or Triple G.
It's gonna be a good fight. So let's go on, man. JRealz, you got anything else on sports, man?
Yes, I do. Real quick, football season started last week, as you guys know. We're excited. We love football. Week 1's in the books. The baseball playoffs is around the corner. For once, our Arizona Diamondbacks are going to be in the playoffs. Can I get a round of applause for that? We're excited about that here in Arizona.
Hell yeah.
And, we got basketball starting here pretty soon. So, you know, it's an exciting time to be part of the year right here. The late months right here. You know, finishing the year off strong with a bang. You know, so I think sports is a way of life. You know, a lot of people can connect with sports, you know, football, basketball, baseball, etc. And, you know, it's an exciting time right now to be an Arizona fan, even though the Cardinals lost last week. But
Fuck the Lions.
It's all right.
they'll rebound. They'll be all right. You know, and, you know, it's exciting, man. It's exciting. I'm excited. I'm excited about the fight tomorrow. I'm excited about football Sunday. I'm excited about baseball. You know, it's a lot of things going on right now that we should be excited for. And you know what? Everybody out there, be safe.
Canelo all the way.
Birthday's coming up.
Oh, it's
Canelo
coming up.
Wow, that's getting pretty crazy out there. I got one thing, Canelo fight. That's going to be pretty beast. Thanks to JRealz for the sports intro. You know, we got a big thing going on here. Texas, man. Texas is just, the Air Force has been flying propellant to kill the mosquitoes out there, man. There's a lot of mosquitoes out there. So, hey, shout out to the Air Force out there. What do you think about that, G-Man, about them doing the pesticides out there? You know, doing that aerial, you know, we're talking about the pollution, the environment, and now, you know, the pesticides flying through the air.
Kill the skeeters.
Is that like the same thing
All I can
as
say,
chemtrails?
picture
Yes, it is.
after all that. After
That's
all
where
that
I was
water-
going, G-Man.
They want to give us the Nile virus.
Trying to get out of G-Man, man.
After all that.
Don't leave Florida.
Wait, whatever they want to put
It's a
in the air,
purge,
we're
illegally
gonna bring it,
purged.
so.
Hey, we got one thing to shout out. We're running out of time right now, but we want to have Adrian on, and we want to. He has a shout out. He's our VIP tonight. He had a very close friend that passed, and they have a GoFundMe. So, Adrian, go ahead and give that credentials out, all this stuff.
Yeah, man. As for my cousin Danny, DJ Danny Boy, I know that he's got a lot of a huge following here down in Phoenix. I know a lot of people are helping him out. But if you go to I don't know, you got that link, right? You can post it.
Well,
so I'll have Squintz posted on the chat, so that everybody can get that GoFundMe link, because we're trying to raise money for him and his family, through this hard times. And unfortunately, he passed away today, and so the family and everybody, all his friends, are gonna
Passed
do
away
what
from
they
cancer,
can.
right?
Yeah, it was gastric cancer, stage 4, and it's pretty sad. But we got a lot of support, and we appreciate it if you guys can donate or even just share the GoFundMe and try to get it.
Hey, that's real cool, man.
Well, the Squintz family's behind you, my man.
Yeah, behind you. And so that's cool. So get the information there at on Facebook. Squintz is going to post the link and everything that has to be done for that. So hey, my shout out, and prayers go out to the family. And since we're running out of time, and I want to pass around a round table real quick and talk about what are we doing this weekend, man? What's going on besides the fight going on, which we're going to try to post that if we can. If we don't get blocked or whatever, we're going to try posting that on our Facebook account. What's going on this weekend? Manny Fresh, anything?
Man, I was hoping to come down here with y'all, man. At the bunker and watch the fight.
Let's watch the fight. We can put the fight on the big screen. We'll be good.
Do that? Freaking maybe post a live live stream on our Facebook.
Yeah,
some people do that.
As Mexicans, we some po folk. What
they want to say is, it's an exciting week and weekend. But what's up with this heat, man?
I know, man.
Cool down.
Well, it's already cooling down. We're hitting the 90-degree
in the morning. That's it. But I mean,
no, it's already.
I know, man.
This whole week we only have 100-degree temp.
Jay Saints, you usually say the weather right before we start the show.
Man, keep getting lower and lower, and that's
everything
it.
just went so fast tonight.
State Fair's coming, man. Next month.
State Fair, yeah.
State Fair's.
Can't believe it. We're halfway through the week. Oh, real quick, I want to get a shout out real quick. Last week we didn't really touch the topic, but it was September 11th last week. I just want to say, that our country is stronger than ever. I believe, regardless of what you want to say or do. But we showed poise during difficult times. We came together as a nation, and we will never forget all the first responders, the firemen, the policemen, the security guards, everybody who helped out in a dark time in our nation. But all the people that lost their lives, because terrorists came here and wanted to do some damage. But you know what? Regardless of the situation, we don't ever forget. America's always first, and I just want to say, God bless all those family members and family victims of that tragic event. And, you know, hey, another year goes by, but we never forget. And I want to say USA, never forgotten. And shout out to everybody out there. And,
take a moment of silence.
The USA is the best country to live in.
Yeah, moment of silence or no?
Yeah, we could give a moment, man.
Moment of silence. 5 seconds.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I'd work for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children.
All right, yeah, that's very cool. Since the show is going down, I want to just mention out there we had some good news. We have the scratch is almost going to be 1 year, so that's a biggie.
Scratch, man, anniversary.
Scratch.
Me, OJ, I'm going to pass the torch. This is going to be the big news. I'm passing the torch. I'm going to make, I'm giving Manny Fresh. He's going to be the director of operations. So, hey, shout out to Manny.
Manny Fresh.
Yeah.
I'm going to take this.
YaniChingas, he's going to be, he's going to be in charge of the Phoenix area. He's like the chairman. He's going to be the chairman of operations. Manny Fresh is going to be the director of operations, and I'm going to actually step kind of sideways and watch everything go down, because I'm going to try branching out the scratch to a higher level. We're going to try going to different states. We're going to start a nonprofit organization. We're going to try calling it a cool name like Veterans for Veterans or something like that. And so we got a lot of things planned with the scratch. I mean, we're going to try doing some good in the world.
Big things.
And I want to send a special shout out, you know, to my brothers and sisters out there in the military, you know, active duty, reserves, retired, veterans. We're all the same. We all bleed red, white, and blue. Every single American out there, whatever we do, we all bleed red, white, and blue. And God bless America. I want to thank the truckers out there, the police officers. I want to thank the correction officers. I want to thank everybody out there, because you know what? You make the world go around. God bless you, America. Godspeed.
And we're out.
Stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land.